Guys, welcome to the Caring for Creatures show. Thank you kindly for joining us. It's great to connect with you on this platform. It's a gorgeous Thursday, and it's very nice inside as well. Mary Birkholz, who we'll welcome very shortly to the show, has a fantastic guest along with Mallory Luttrell, who we're a huge fan of. We have Dave the dog in the house as well. We're going to show Dave the dog to you in a matter of moments. We encourage you to like and share the program. Of course, the Caring for Creatures show spotlights Central Virginia's first no-kill animal sanctuary. Mary Birkholz and her team for more than 30 years have been saving the lives of the most at-risk animals, the dogs that are on kill lists, the cats that are on kill lists across shelters in the eastern seaboard, and welcoming them to Fluvanna County, where they get a second shot at life. I think Harris Tolber, our director, why don't we welcome Mary Birkholz to the show. Mary, how are you?
I am great.
That's
great
good.
Thursday.
It is a great Thursday. We missed you last week.
I know. I missed everyone. I was looking forward to being here today. So
we did a
thank
best
you all.
of. Yes,
Yeah.
It was our pleasure. Did a best of, which you can find on Caring for Creatures. Give us the week that was. Actually, the 2 weeks that were.
The 2 weeks, yeah. Well, we've been busy with our matching gift campaign. Match Made in Heaven campaign runs through July 20th. It's a $10,000 challenge. We are probably about halfway there. So please keep giving. If you haven't participated yet in the challenge, we urge you to. We'd be very grateful for your help. All the animals, much like Dave, would be very grateful. Let me do a quick thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Happy Tales in Palmyra, Virginia, Charlottesville Veterinary Hospital here on Rio Road. I'm sure many of you know the location. They're doing a summer food drive for Caring for Creatures and the Fluvanna SPCA.
Nice.
So bring donations of canned or dry cat food, dog food, kitten, puppy, what have you. Deliver them over to Charlottesville Veterinary Hospital, and they'll make sure that we get, the food delivered to CFC. And Pet Supplies Plus, also located here in Charlottesville. They are still doing their Redford Naturals deal, which I have to say, I thank everyone who has gone in there. This has helped Caring for Creatures a lot thus far. If you purchase for Caring for Creatures a bag of dry or a dry cat or dog, 5 pound at least, you will get 10% off your entire order.
It's a good deal.
So that's a pretty good deal. So I suggest you fill your basket and put one in for Caring for Creatures as well. So we're grateful to everyone there. Mickey, I know we've talked about Mickey. He was the dog that Dr. Betts has done surgery on two, 3 times, for a cleft palate. Mickey and his new human made it official.
Nice.
And so he's now officially adopted. His most recent surgery, which was, when was that, Mallory? It was just...
not this past Saturday.
Saturday before, okay. So he's doing well. And Dr. Betts he's going to try one more. Okay. What is that, a third or fourth surgery? Fourth, it'd be the fourth surgery. And he just raves about Mickey and how he loves everybody. Doesn't matter, he says, what we do to Mickey. He comes out of surgery smiling, and so he's just a happy boy. Anyway, he went home. I'll let Mallory update you a little bit, since she's our adoption counselor, a little bit later about the dogs on hold. We have some new baby animals, so we're going to show you a little bit of some of those coming up in the show. And we wanted to give Dave a special day today.
I love it. He's up for adoption.
He's available for adoption. And Dave has an interesting story. Dave is a local hound. Dave came to us December 30th of 2018.
Okay.
But that wasn't the first time we had seen Dave. Dave had appeared at the sanctuary, on the sanctuary driveway, back in the summer of 2017. And he was barely able to walk, nearly collapsed, and basically a volunteer found him lying on the driveway. Picked him up, brought him in. We got him into some air conditioning, looked at it, to see if there was something emergency-wise we had to deal with health-wise. And while he was not in good shape, I asked our medical staff to go ahead and test him for heartworm and some Lyme or Ehrlichia diseases. He ended up being a slight positive for heartworm, as well as one of the tick diseases. So we figured, okay, this is going to be an issue. We had a phone number for the owner, for his person. We called the person, and we had all, within 10 minutes, fallen in love with Dave.
He's a sweetheart.
He is a sweetheart. I nearly begged this individual to let us help Dave.
Show
and
Dave
treat
over
him.
there,
Yeah.
Harris. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's just, no one knew he was a lapdog, This is a new talent.
He's close to 50 pounds.
Yes, at least.
50-pound lapdog.
I don't know how comfortable he is.
But
chilling.
he's enduring, yeah.
I don't think he cares too much.
This is Mallory Luttrell, the
Yes.
adoption coordinator. Mallory has been a regular on the show. She always makes us better. Dave the dog's loving this. Talk to us about his
he is.
disposition and what kind of dog we got here, Mallory.
I mean, he's pretty chill. I think
Yeah.
that's pretty obvious. He's the kind of dog, you have the dogs that are super motivated by food or toys or something like that. Dave does not care about those things. All he wants is someone to pet him, love him. And I mean, honestly, I remember when I first laid eyes on Dave.
You wanted to take him home, didn't you?
Mallory.
I did. It was
We
a
have to keep
conversation.
Mallory reined in just a
Oh, the
little
dog.
bit.
Yeah. And when I first laid because I had been gone for a couple weeks in December, and I came back, and Heather, our vet tech, was taking me around, like showing me. We had puppies at that time, so I was going down to see the puppies. I walked by, and I stopped, and I'm like, who's that guy? And she's like, oh, that's Dave. And I was like, I think I'm in love with Dave, just looking at him. And then I went in, and he just melted into me when I touched him, and I started crying. I was like, oh, buddy, I get emotional. So he just touched me, and everyone that met him and would come up and tell me about him, they were like, oh God, Dave, he melts people's hearts. I think he has the soulful eyes.
He's an old soul.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he just, he just wants to.
Oh, look at that photo.
Yeah,
Mallory and Dave the
very
dog.
happy
He's
boy.
smiling right there.
I sent those to my husband. I was like, "Can I take it home?" And he was like, "No." but he's super special, and he's just finished up his heartworm treatment finally after months, and he's just neutered, and he's ready to go. I mean, he loves other dogs. He's good with other dogs. He's good with people. I believe he's also good with cats. I think that's been determined too.
Yeah.
And, so he's ready to go. If you're looking for a snuggler, he also likes to go for walks though too. He likes to go around the trails and
What do we
everything.
think, about
So
6 years old, maybe?
I believe
We guessed him
yeah.
probably close to 7,
Yeah,
maybe.
7,
Our
6.
vet, yeah.
And 2012 is his estimated year of birth. So he's not moved. He's been up here since before we started the show. And I
You're
don't
grabbing
know.
his paws.
Yeah,
I mean, that
he
says
just-
something about
oh, yeah.
the dog.
Yeah.
You can grab his paws.
I was doing that in the car too because that's all I could reach, and he was in the back, and I would reach behind me, and I was just grabbing his paw and squeezing him, and he does not care.
He doesn't react.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
not care. So he's just, he's looking for his humans who want to give their dog a lot of attention. But again, take him on some adventures. I think he'd be down for that. Today was I think the first time that we've seen him on a busy street like this. I know he went to
He went out
Greenberries.
to Barracks
Yeah.
Road at Greenberries.
Yeah.
He seemed to do very
Yeah.
well there.
Yeah,
And he
was a
helped
little
himself to
tentative,
one of their
but
chairs.
He was. I think my encouragement. I
Yep.
did a lot of
Yeah.
good boy, right, and that kind of helped him keep going and
Yeah.
just assured him a little bit.
The parking garage.
Harris, with the Dave Greenberry's photo right there. Harris,
Yeah.
you're on point right now. Turn what Mallory just said all the way through that point into the first sizzle reel. This dog needs to be adopted.
He does.
Look
And
how
he,
O'Connor says, "Hey Mal,
Oh, that's my mom.
so cute."
knows
Linda,
I
do you want
wanted
this
him.
dog? You gonna take this
yeah,
dog?
there we go.
Well, that's an interesting story too.
Oh.
But we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
Does she
that's
have a lot
part
of
of it.
dogs?
Well, so we have a dog on hold right now. We have a couple dogs on hold, but one of them is a dog named Midnight, And actually, my parents are going to be adopting Midnight in a few weeks. So they brought they're from Pennsylvania. That's where I'm from too, but they came down over Memorial Day weekend with their dog, and we had a little meet and greet, and it was, Midnight's she's a little shy, but it was pretty instantaneous is he falling asleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it.
This is amazing. But this is like his dream right now, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my parents are going to be adopting one of our CFC dogs, and it's very exciting. I'm going to transport her up there in a few weeks. And they're coming this weekend from Pennsylvania, not to see me, but to see Midnight. And they've sent her treats and everything, and I have to go in there and spend time with my sister.
I see
yeah.
the humanitarian dog spirit runs in the
It
family.
does. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. And, I grew up with dogs, and they were oftentimes my childhood dog. I was jealous of her because I felt like my mom liked her more. But I was also a teenager, so I don't blame her too much.
Yeah, what were you doing, Mallory?
I was just being a brat, smart mouth, So yeah, I don't blame her, but they're definitely spoiled in my family's household. So.
One of the things we wanted to do, guys, and I'll throw it to you, Mary, was discuss the is it evolution, or like how the dog, when an animal first arrives for CFC and then gets ready for the adoption process. This isn't a light switch process.
No, it isn't. With many of the animals that we get, it's not a quick turnaround. And Dave was a perfect example of that. And when he came in, his health was certainly not robust. He was coughing. He had intestinal parasites. He was not really even in good shape to be treated for heartworm. So we had to do the first process of getting him, all of the wormings done, clean him up, give him some good food. And once we did that, and the vet took a look at him and said, okay, now I think he's ready. We usually do the slow process of heartworm treatment, which means he gets the first injection, has a quiet period for 4 weeks, has 2 more injections, 1 day apart, and then he has another quiet period of another month. So already you're looking at 3 months.
Right.
The first month to get him healthy enough to sustain or get through the heartworm treatment, 2 months for the heartworm treatment. And then we had to wait 3 to 4 weeks for him to be okay to be neutered. Mm-hmm. So we're talking 5-6 months sometimes for some of the animals. So, if you ever wonder what your gifts go to, it's to sustain animals like this, get their health care done, and keep them healthy until we, have them ready for adoption. It's huge. It's
Linda,
huge.
your ma, says, we are coming to see you because we love you, Mallory. No, I don't love the dogs more than you, Mallory.
I don't know. She's had to reassure me of this my entire life. I still don't know that I believe her.
She's laughing hysterically. She's in Pennsylvania right now?
Yes.
She's laughing
Yep.
hysterically in Pennsylvania right now. How about this? Throw this to you, Mallory. When the dogs are ready for the matchmaking process, which you're a key component of, I mean, you guys have tip-top, for the most part, healthy, ready to rock and roll dogs, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's huge. Mm-hmm. Shots, the full exam, nails trim. Mm-hmm. I mean, healthy, ready to assimilate into their forever home. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, we do everything that we can and to maintain that, and the duration that they're there. They could be there for years and years, and we're keeping up with all of that. And even there are certain times that things might come up that, whether it's skin issues, we have a dog that's been dealing with that ongoing. And, if we get interested parties, those are things that we always discuss and tell them, listen, we're trying to figure out what's going on. We've been working with our vet, and, this is what we're doing. So they're always aware if we have some kind of health things that are still ongoing that we're still working on figuring out, because I can tell you I have a dog too that has skin issues, and it takes quite a while.
Skin issues are really some of the worst.
It could be
things
so many
to deal
different
with.
things. It could be food allergy, it could be seasonal allergies, it could be stress. It's just really challenging to figure those things out. So, but those are definitely things that we relay if we have any concerns or what have you. So, we do our best, and it's definitely a challenge. We have over 200 animals, and that's where the money goes. It goes towards all of that, just keeping these guys healthy and healthy and happy and apparently sleeping in Dave's case. Like,
Yeah.
He's just
Curious question for you. And Amy Carter, welcome to the show. Bellamy Brown, welcome to the show. Keely Kitchens Rodriguez, congrats. Has the baby been born yet, Keely? I think right on the horizon. Welcome to the show. Asher McLaughlin, Braun Romer, thank you for joining us. Curious question, what is the furthest adoption that has ever happened from caring for creatures distance-wise? Pennsylvania is not around the corner.
No, but our furthest is
What?
Colorado.
Colorado?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
This is many moons ago.
Okay.
But someone who knew, of course, caring for creatures and knew many of the animals. Her son lived in Colorado, and he was looking for a hiking partner and what have you out there. We had this big hound. Hounds are the great. And, so he kind of went by what his mom was telling him, plus pictures. And he said, "Yep, I'll pay to have him shipped out." And that's what we did. Wow. So I was a nervous wreck.
Yeah.
Dogs flying, places makes me nervous, but that's what we did.
How does that work?
You need to, get all the necessary paperwork done, of course, and health certificates and all that. And then you'd have to take the dogs to the airport, and they have their crates, their travel crates, and they're checked out, and they get put in especially big dogs like him, are put in what is it called? The
Baggage storage?
baggage storage area of the plane. And it makes me freak out because, these dogs are so trusting. They're like, they have no idea the noises they're going to hear and it just makes me nervous. But, I've had 2 dogs that we have flown, one to Colorado and a different one further south to Florida, I think it was. So anyway, they both made it. But yeah, that's the furthest that we've done.
I love it. Tracy Patterson says she's watching right now. Thank you, Tracy, for watching the show. She's in Alexandria, Virginia. Give it a like and give it a share on whatever channel you're watching. Dave the dog's making
He's
some
over here
noises.
sighing.
over there.
And he
Is that what he's
he
doing?
does move. Now
does.
we do have this video with Dave and Heather, our vet tech, one of our vet techs, and just to he loves to interact with humans. But so Mallory decided to get him with Heather having a
So you
love
can see
fest.
what it's
Why don't we,
like.
Harris Tolber, can we cue up the video? Is that ready to rock and roll? All right, Harris Tolber's our fabulous director. We will wait for your cue when we're coming out of the video. Let's roll the tape, sir. I feel like that's Dave the dog doing what he does best and likes best and just getting attention from
Heather
pretty girls
too.
over
Yeah.
here.
Heather loves I put music on the video, but she's just saying smushy, smushy, smushy. It's like squeezing him. So that's what she's doing, and that she loves loving up on the animals, and Dave loves receiving that love. It's
Talk to us
just
about
amazing.
this, Mary Birkholz.
Okay, so we have over the years, I've had so many people who visit and say, "Oh, you have a lot of hounds," and I do, and hounds are prevalent in this area.
Right.
I love hounds. I didn't know that much about hounds till I started caring for creatures, and boy, did I learn. But I said yes, and I said we do have a lot of hounds, and they're absolutely awesome animal companions. And I said, first of all, your insurance company will never cancel your insurance if you adopt a hound.
Like
I
me with
said,
the German
yes,
Shepherds.
there you go, yeah. And Also, hounds are typically pack animals. So most of the time, they're very friendly with other dogs. So they can work into a home with other dogs. I said they're rugged. Typically, they have really good physical constitutions. They're healthy.
What do you mean by that?
Genetically, of course, any inbreeding can happen anywhere that creates a problem. But most of the hounds that I know have lived upwards to into their teens, sometimes 12, any 13. And I've had them at CFC live that long, and that's with part of their life not being treated very well or having, proper health care. So I think everyone's, or many people's perceptions of hounds are these dogs running through the woods in hunting season, baying and chasing deer. And while they have that genetic predisposition to hunt, there are a lot of activities you can do with a hound that satisfies the smelling and tracking sort of thing. So they're great.
A little bit of a stigma, like the beagle, where the hound will put his or her nose down, and before he or she knows, it's like miles away.
They're miles away, yeah. And
from
in
the
my
house.
opinion, beagles are worse with that.
Beagles are tough with that.
They're terrible. They can't be. I have seen hounds, bigger hounds. Now, not all of them, because I've had one claw his way out of a pen, or chew his way out of a pen, and he just took off. And of course, it was several days before we tracked him down, and he had no intention of coming back. He just had this wanderlust quality. But many of the others, if they've gotten out for some reason or gotten away from someone, they might go run around for a little bit, but they're back within an hour or two. They usually find their way back.
Compare and contrast the hounds to the beagles.
I think, size,
Right.
first of all, and I think is an issue. Beagles, though, have some of the same qualities. Beagles are also pack animals. Beagles are maybe a little bit more. We always like to laugh at CFC because when we get a beagle, and if you have to do the slightest thing to them, they start screaming. So
you're
they
saying wimpy?
Well, okay, that's a good word.
Dramatic?
Yeah, that's a good one. Many of the beagles are like that. They just like scream. The hounds, the larger hounds, though, I find to be extremely laid back. They're clever. They're smart.
Are they smarter than beagles?
I don't know that they're smarter than beagles, but because of their size, beagles are pretty clever also at getting what they want. I think hounds can be a little stubborn, but I think we talked with Ashleigh at one point about the training with hounds, and we've always, my personal experience is trying to get some hounds to do sit is really difficult. And she said she had the same issue, and that hounds are either standing and moving or lying down. Sitting is not something they necessarily do a lot of, or sitting on laps maybe. But I find the hound family to be lovely breeds.
What kind of family adopts Dave the dog? What's the ideal new home for Dave the dog? Do you
He's
think?
just over here wagging his
I see
tail.
that.
He's making me laugh.
It's like a metronome over here.
I think that it's making me laugh. Sorry, you're distracting me, bud. But I think that he would do great in a home with other dogs. But also he would do fine, I think, by himself.
Yeah.
I think that he would do great with with a family, with kids. I think he would do well around kids. I think he would do great with an older couple. I really think that Dave could really go
Anywhere?
pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
He's a much easier place than a lot of
This dog
our
needs to be
dogs.
adopted, guys.
Yeah.
He's sitting here wagging his tail, hoping that one of you out there is going to adopt him, huh?
And we have another dog. The I Love Seville mascot, Liza, is a Caring for Creatures
Yes.
rescue. Dave the dog came in here. There was another dog. Well, also a testament to Liza being amazing.
Absolutely,
and,
yeah.
Dave the dog was completely cool.
Yeah.
Like meeting
Yeah.
Liza for the first time, right? First time?
Absolutely, yeah.
And totally fine. So this dog needs to be adopted. And how
Please.
can we adopt Dave the dog?
So you can. I don't know that he's up on our website yet.
We probably
but-
had held off due to all
because
his
of
medical
yeah,
stuff.
we just finished up on
so
all
soon.
that. So this is kind of like a sneak peek.
his yeah
Nice.
his
But-
preview.
It's a red carpet moment.
Yeah, so you can. Hey, bud, are you waking up? You can visit our website, caringforcreatures.org. All right, and there's an adopt tab, so you can go there, fill out one of our dog applications, put on there somewhere that you're interested in Dave, and we can contact you about setting up a time to go meet him. I think he's ready to go down.
He's ready to go lay down. We got a water bowl right there for you, Dave the dog. Guys, give this dog a home. Give this dog a home.
Yeah, maybe there's someone you know
Yeah.
that Dave would be a good fit.
Welcome to the show, Grace, Rob, and Rick. Thank you for liking and sharing the show. Give it a like, give it a share. I think you have, and in fact, I know you have, another video.
I do.
To show
But can I sneak in
Yes.
something before the video? I'd like to get a photo up of Nona. Nona is our featured kitty.
Okay.
This week. And Nona, as you'll see, is an absolutely gorgeous calico.
Okay.
And for cat people out there who have ever had a calico or know calicos, you know exactly what that means. Calicos have very unique personalities, and Nona's no exception. Nona is going to do better in a home where she is the queen. There's no other. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's adorable.
She is adorable.
Great coloring.
She's beautiful. She's, a princess. That's what calicos are. And she is one that will thrive better in a home where she is the only cat.
Okay.
She interacts with her humans, but she's got a little independent streak as well. So if you like to have a kitty companion around but don't want one that's hanging on you every minute, she's a good choice for you. And she's probably about 4 years old as well. She's spayed and ready to roll in her new home.
Caringforcreatures.org for that adoption?
Caringforcreatures.org. Also, she does have a bio up there. And there's also cat applications in the same location under the Adopt tab. And whoops.
No, that's good.
He's redecorating just a little.
Feel at home right now. I like it.
So our second video is one of newcomers
Okay.
to the sanctuary. And I'll let Mallory give you the lowdown once the video has shown, perhaps. But these little ones will be up for adoption soon. And we'll let Harris show you.
Harris, roll the tape, baby. Thank you, Harris Tolber. Now we just watched.
Okay.
Are they adorable puppies?
Yeah.
What kind of puppies are these?
Probably
Hound
hounds.
Okay.
Right? We think
Yeah.
hounds. So we have 6 puppies. Actually, we have a lot of babies, but I'll talk about the puppies first. Their mom, Tulip, was brought to us a few weeks ago. We received a call from somebody who had a wandering stray dog in their backyard that they had been trying to trap. They noticed that she had an infection in her eye, so they really wanted to get their hands on her, and we agreed to help them out with that situation. And then after we agreed to that, they contacted us again to tell us that they thought she might be pregnant, and and then they were like, we understand it, that changes things, and they're like, no, we committed to you, so we committed to her and whatever she might bring along with her. So she came to Caring for Creatures, and about 10 days later, she had 6 puppies, 3 males, 3 females. We like to, her mom's name is Tulip, and we like to kind of
This is
name
my favorite question.
litters.
Let's figure out the names of the dogs.
Yes, we like to name, have a theme. There was an animal care member who wanted them to be named after that 70s show, so that's what we did. So we have the females are Donna, Jackie, and Lori, and then the males are Fez, Hyde, and Kelso. So they were born on, did I put the birthday? I don't think I did.
It was a Monday.
Yeah,
I
it
can
wasn't
tell
this
you
past
that.
Monday, but the one before. So they're
Yeah.
less than 2 weeks old. Oh, I have it here. June 3rd is when they were born. And they'll be ready to go around 9 weeks on August 7th. So it's really hard to tell. They're super young. We have no idea who dad is, but we know that they're a hound mix. They might be completely hound. We'll be able to tell a little more once they get older, though it still might be a mystery. But yeah, they're super. There's nothing better than cuddling like a 2-day-old puppy. I can tell you, it's the best. Oh, it's the best. And mom's so
she's
sweet.
wonderful.
Oh my gosh, I love her. She came in super shy, and now when I turn the corner, she's there wagging her tail. And when I go in to see the puppies, I have to always pay her some attention because she's like, "What about me? I'm exhausted. Please pet me." So yeah, she has her work cut out for her, but she's awesome, and the puppies are adorable. So
I love
be on the
it.
lookout for more updates on them. We'll probably be posting them in a few weeks and having a photo shoot here soon too.
Cool.
So,
Let's
yeah.
bring
And
them on
Mom
the
will be
show.
available. I
Yeah.
was thinking
Yes.
that
That would
we'll
be
bring
great.
them
Oh,
to the
yeah.
show. Yeah.
We have the
Yeah.
production team at NBC
Yeah.
29 watching right now. Welcome, fellas, guys I
Hey.
used to work with, Roger Crawford and Doug and Sam. Hello, welcome to the show. What is with the 9-week marker? Is that just when they're kind of like weeding off mom?
More related to their vaccines.
Okay, got
Their
it.
puppy vaccines, and the wormings of the puppies will start very soon. And we just try to time, I think, their second distemper parvo vaccine
Yeah.
with their adoption day.
Okay.
So they have that second vaccine before they head out to their new home.
Are the puppies feeding on mom till 9 weeks?
Well, not if Mom has an infection.
Yeah, she's pretty sick of it at that
Really?
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
We
when
start
usually
weaning them around 4 weeks.
So what do you give them? I'm
We
just
use
curious.
puppy milk replacer,
Okay.
and we soak puppy dry food till it's mush, and then add the formula to that. And very quickly, they usually pick it up. They will still nurse, but slowly, by the time they're 6 weeks old, it's less and less, and they're eating more regular food. So they're not as hungry, so not nursing. Some of the nursing, in my opinion, is psychological,
Yeah.
and it's important that happen.
What do you mean by that?
I feel for puppies to be mentally and emotionally at least as healthy as they can be, staying with their litter mates and their mom up until, the 7-8 week period, 8 weeks preferably, is ideal. They learn a lot from each other.
Got it.
Puppies in play learn about bite inhibition. And puppies who don't have other puppies to play with don't necessarily learn that.
Interesting.
So they don't learn to not bite down, because when they do that with their litter mate and it screams, they
Yeah.
go, whoa, okay, not supposed to do that.
Right.
The mom also is a teacher,
Right.
and they kind of follow her lead with things. So whenever possible, it's great. And obviously, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes we get litters of puppies very young with no mom around.
Interesting.
So,
The
yeah.
puppies go quickly at CFC.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're often very popular. So,
Yeah.
I can tell you, I get very excited for litters because obviously I want to snuggle some puppies. But when it comes to applications, which is really what I'm involved in, like we take it very seriously, trying to, because we get so much.
Yeah.
We do, we take it very seriously, trying to place them with the best homes that we can find. It takes a lot of time and all of that, but it's totally worth it. It comes down to the wire, though. I have to
Yeah.
say, I end up very stressed because one of the things we want to make sure that no puppies left behind.
Yes,
we don't want anyone left behind. We try to get them out. The last two going the same day. That way, no one's there for
By
a night
themselves.
alone. I
Yeah.
hate the idea of it, and sometimes it just seems like it inevitably happens that someone backs out last minute, decides, oh, never mind, I don't want a puppy, and we're left scrambling. But we don't want anyone left left alone. They get sad with all their siblings. You know, it's already a tough transition when they're leaving their mom, their pack, and all of that to go to this strange place with these strange people. So, you know, we just want to ease them into it and make it as easy as we possibly can. So we take that part seriously.
I love it. And you've been busy at CFC, you said.
Oh, yeah. Well, not only with puppies, but there's a pregnant kitty in my office waiting to give birth. And I think Mallory has a list of more kittens. It's kitten season. And while we're not at the top numbers, but, you know, it's when we have already 150 some cats, and then add the kitten population on top of
for
that.
10 more kittens, And in a matter of, a week, we got 10 kittens in. So these are all the ones that we got in. There's no mom with them, so they're orphans. Or
it's like an 8% increase of your cat population in a week.
And we've been waiting. We've been holding spots open
because
we were
late.
expecting.
It seems late for us. Anyway,
well, I heard we had someone out who works at PetSmart. You know, they have animals there, and they said it was the same thing, that kitten season seemed to be late for them too. So I don't know.
Kitten season.
But so we have all of the kittens that we have right now are all about a week apart. I mean, we have several, like 3 black kittens, a couple gray ones. They're all in one litter. And then we have 2 calicos, a tabby. Then we have a female orange tabby, which is very rare.
It's rare.
And we also have a brown and orange tabby, which I've never seen one, I don't think. When I saw him, I thought he looked really unique. Yeah. So all of these guys are going to be ready to go sometime in July. And so, if you need a kitten, we're running a special right now, adoption special for kittens, and all cats actually, they're usually $75 right now. They are $30. So come and get a cute kitten.
It's our 30th anniversary all-year thing. Yep. Although August 16th, officially, we start year 31.
Yeah.
August 16th? Good for you.
Yeah.
We just did 11 years on May 31st.
Wow.
August
Cool.
16th. Good for you. 30 plus years and counting. 31 years in August. You're crushing it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's great.
Yeah.
Caringforcreatures.org. Adopt the animals.
Please.
Donate. Volunteer. Support. Almost 31 years and counting of being Central Virginia's first no-kill animal sanctuary, where they're giving Dave the dog another shot at life. Is he sleeping?
He is. He's nodding. Hi, bud.
Dave the dog is sleeping, and he's chilling. And he's having a good time here on the Island of Seaville set. We were a little nervous with the dog on the set and our equipment, but I'll tell you what, if being on set is an indication of what he can do in a family, this dog needs to be adopted tomorrow.
Pretty relaxed.
Pretty chill dog. Mary, I love it.
He's cool.
Good job.
He's a great
Very
dog.
good at this.
Thank you.
Yes. We will archive the show on caringforcreatures.org. Next Thursday, can I ask what's in store?
We have Ashleigh, our trainer.
Okay.
We're going to have a training session. We kind of did something different this time for our training session. And Ashleigh was out on Wednesday. Yesterday.
Yeah.
God, seems like
I
days
know,
ago.
long time.
Anyway, there is a dog Cricket. If you want to get a feel for her, look on our website. I think she's she's up there. She's a interesting energy dog, high energy dog. And so she's been, a dog we've needed to get some guidance from Ashleigh on working with her. Lack of focus, if you will, and high energy and mouthy type things. So what we did, Ashleigh came out, and so we did a video, and Mallory's going to get it. We're going to get it pared down because there's a lot of material there, but we are letting you see some of the things that she does that are not, wanted. Behaviors that most people go, oh, geez, can't stand that, and we're talking mostly jumping, grabbing, and so we're putting that video together, and what we'll do is show segments of it, and then Ashleigh will explain what you've seen and why she made the suggestions that she did to us.
That's a good idea.
And you could see,
you're getting better,
you could
even
see
more
her.
better at this.
I'm learning.
Before and after.
You can see her start to change.
Oh.
And what Ashleigh picked up about her and how to work with her and her energy to put it in a more positive display.
I love it. I
that's
love it.
next
Tin Whistle
week.
just like the show.
Hey,
Do
yay.
you want to wait on that?
Yeah,
On
okay.
Duel, or do you want to plug?
We can, yeah. The Chef Duel.
Dual Chef
Dual
Showdown.
Chef. I'm going to say that wrong. Sorry. It's great. I mean, and we were invited to be the recipient, the charitable, the nonprofit in the July duel. And I don't have all the details, so I apologize for that. But we're grateful. Thank you, Jackie. And you guys, if you've never been to one of those duels,
pretty amazing.
I have, man. They're really neat.
You have John
Yeah.
Shaughnessy of Commonwealth Sky Bar going against Chris Humphrey
Okay.
of Fellini's.
Okay.
And I believe it's July 22nd. Is that right?
25th, maybe?
July. Yeah, we will let you know. The Dual
Yes.
Chef
Well,
Showdown.
I'm sorry about that, but I wasn't quite prepared for that. But
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
my fault.
But it's important. It's a hugely fun experience if you haven't done it.
So support Caring for Creatures. You can do that by volunteering, by fundraising, by donating your time, by adopting animals. Visit caringforcreatures.org. You will chat with Mallory Luttrell, the adoption coordinator. Thursday of next week, Ashleigh Morris is going to join us for a dog training seminar. This is the Caring for Creatures show. It airs Thursdays at 3 o'clock. We spent about, like we did today, 47 minutes talking about Central Virginia's first no-kill animal sanctuary with 30 years and counting, 31 in August. Thank you kindly for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
Dave the dog.
Yay, Dave the dog.
So happy.
Amy Carter just said this. Amy, we will relay this to her. I'd love to connect with you. Having a pet is heart healthy, and I'd love to connect the American Heart Association with Caring for Creatures.
Oh, neat.
So why don't I'll tag you in the post.
Yeah.
And then you come back and check it out.